Man, we just got through hearing from, my goodness, Mr. Motivator, man, that's making the money doing this thing, podcast, man, Podfest 2025. Polk County, Hillsborough County, Orange County, everybody's here is in place. Tell me about your experience so far and tell the viewing audience who you are and a little bit about yourself.
Well, first off, I am Jason Alexander, affectionately known as Smart Mouth, and it has been very enlightening to hear all of the guests and their speech and their journeys, and to know that you're only just one step away from whatever that is, that thing that you call success. You're really only just one step away. Now, how long that one step takes varies from person to person, but you got to have some type of grit to go through whatever your journey is going to be. But at the end of it all, stay committed to it. It will stay committed to you.
Well, and I think also getting a roadmap in regards to the fun. It's one thing to be able to put the message out. It's another thing to motivate people. But how do I monetize? I think what we just got in this last class was how do you monetize the message?
You have to make it valuable to the public, whoever you're trying to feed, whatever your audience is. You have to you have to create the value and then offer it as a service.
And I think the key that we got today is a lot of people just are not making the offer.
Right.
I think Myron Gold will tell us that. He would say, listen, you got to be able to make the offer. Once you make the offer, you got to also understand that, do I need to magnify it? Meaning that message that I'm putting out, do I need to get it in front of more people? And that's a good question you need to be asked.
No, absolutely. Because you don't have no business unless you have business. So, straight up. So, it's been very... It's great to be in a room of people that have these same type of questions that you think about and ponder about in your brain. Everybody's more alike than what they aren't. So it's good to know that you can hear people's stories and take the good or take the bad and apply it or unapply it to your situation.
So what is one of the takeaways that you want to leave with here as far as Boss Fest 2025 is concerned?
Having concrete numbers. Everybody kind of we have these ideas, we kind of speak on it, but we don't put any real concrete numbers behind it, or even with that, not even some like a goal that is reached. It's just, I want it to be this. It is never any concrete, but to put something real, like put real obtainable numbers there, and then go tick them off as you go,
and make it happen.
Right.
Yeah. Just don't just put it out there verbally, but actually implement the plan. Or even if you don't have the plan, one of the things we learned today is that you don't have the money, if you don't have the message, you got to get with a mentor.
Right.
That was one of the things we learned today. And then not only get a mentor, but also be willing to have a mentee. Be able to pour into somebody else's life as well.
Right, correct. There's no sense in recreating the wheel. As my grandma told me a long time ago, ain't nothing new under the sun.
Right.
You just gotta find somebody with the knowledge.
I know that you're known in our community as doing your comedian, your local comedian, national comedian, doing some things, creating stages for yourself. Talk to us about your career in that stage, or you transitioning and building more content. Talk to us a little bit about that.
I'm still in the live arena.
Yeah.
I enjoy the stage and what the stage gives, what it gives people, but also what it gives me.
Right.
The stage also gives me the opportunity to, as you just said, create platforms for others who have these ideas of wanting to entertain. When I was coming up, there was nowhere I can go to, just scratch that itch.
Right.
So to speak. I had to drive hours upon hours just to, even explore. So that's really where I'm at with it. Being able to save somebody some gas money, or it's one thing that somebody can see me walking into a store and they're like, you know what, he does what I do, and I can reach out and touch them, so it's real to them.
Right.
You know, most people, they actually become what they see or what they can actually touch
I got you.
sometimes. So it's good to be able. I can be able to do that home. Like, you know, the things that we see on the internet, like these nice productions, these shows. You know, it's good to say, you know what, I got that right at the house.
Well, here we're live at 2025 Boss Fest, and we're truly excited to have my brother here. So if people want to get in contact with you, tell them your IG information or your website.
IG, smartmouth_JA. It's Facebook, Jason Alexander Smartmouth. J Styles events where we entertain, coordinate all sorts of any party essential need. Period.
You got it here on your Spotlight broadcasting live at HBTV Networks. You stay tuned. We'll be right back.